Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Hi Adventure and Hi TV. My name is Kevin, and I will be your host throughout this very illustrious affair that we're having today. We got some very distinguished guests inside because we are here for the Fairway National Literary Awards 2018. Wow, that's a mouthful. And it's happening for the 4th annual time this year. A lot of popular Sri Lankan writers and not so popular Sri Lankan writers will be felicitated this evening. And the best part about all of that is that they will be selected based on all 3 languages, Sinhala, Tamil, and English as well. So we got all the action that's happening in there right now. We're going to be finding out who are going to be the big winners for this year's edition of the Fairway National Literary Awards. Let's go see what's going on inside.
Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to the Fairway National Literary Awards 2018. Well, right at the outset, let me extend a very warm welcome to our chief guest this evening, Professor J. Dissanayake. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the 4th consecutive year that the Fairway National Literary Awards is being held. Well, this is the very first time that it is being held in Colombo, and as you know, it was held 3 consecutive times at the Galle Fort. Well, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is a celebration of literature, and what better way to start than inviting the Group Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Imal Fonseca, to deliver the welcome address. Please put your hands together and put your hands together.
Our chief guest, Professor J. Dissanayake, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the chairman and the board of Fairway Holdings, it is my pleasure to welcome all of you. The FNLA was originally initiated as a fringe event at the Fairway Galle Literary Awards, Literary Festival, when Fairway Holdings took on the title sponsorship of this international event. Over the past few years, we realized that the FLNA has now grown to a point where it is well established and can stand on its own merits. In considering this, we decided to conduct it independently, and thus the FNLA is being conducted as a separate event this year with its own portfolio of supportive events. I must also at this juncture recognize Jeffrey Dobbs, who's here with us today, the founder of GLF, whose untiring efforts clearly establish FGLF as a looked forward to fixture in the literary calendar of Asia.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to invite Professor J. Dissanayake. Please put your hands together and give him a round of applause.
Now you're holding this festival for the 4th time. Earlier you had it in Galle. Now you have shifted the place from Galle to Galle Face. Green and Galle Face Hotel. I don't know why, but it gives me a chance to attend this festival. If you're far away in Galle, I wouldn't have thought of it. But thank you for bringing it close to me. I have been told that more than 120 books have been submitted for this competition, and they have been shortlisted, 5 in Sinhala, 5 in Tamil, 4 in English. So I congratulate them, whoever they are, for their wonderful creative activities. So let me tell you a little bit about the past, our writers of the past, what they have done. Though a small island, a pearl of the Indian Ocean, like a teardrop, the linguistic landscape is fascinating. At any given time, right now, you may listen to one of 8 languages. Right now, you are listening to English or the Sri Lankan brand. The English I speak is not British English or American English, but Sri Lankan English. So English is spoken here with the Sri Lankan stamp. There are two more natural languages. Sinhala. The majority speak Sinhala. I'm a Sinhalese and I speak Sinhala. I make a distinction between the two words, Sinhala and Sinhalese. Sinhalese for the ethnic group and Sinhala for the language. So I'm a Sinhalese and I speak Sinhala. Then we have Tamil here, Tamil. And of course there's a little bit of Malay in Colombo. So there are 4 living languages spoken at any given time here. Now, to tell you about the past of our people, who were our writers in the past? To begin with, the earliest writings are done by scribes, not by the original writers. The earliest writings are found on natural caves and stone pillars and slabs, but they were not done by original writers. A king or somebody wrote it and they copied it. So they were called scribes. So the earliest kind of writers we meet are not original writers of the caliber here, but those who copied and made kind of engraved on the natural caves, saying that this cave has been donated to the Sangha or those who come from any of the 4 quarters, who have come and who will come in the future.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for us to get to know the panel of judges in the categories of Sinhala, Tamil and English for the year 2018 in the Fairway National Literary Awards. Gentlemen, we now move on to the English language category of the Fairway National Literary Awards 2018. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me now invite our chief guest this evening, Professor J. Dissanayake, and the chairman of Fairway Holdings, Mr. Hemakati Alvis, to present the winners with their awards. Come on, please put your hands together and give them a round of applause. The winner of the English language for the Fairway National Literary Award 2018 is not awarded this year according to the panel of judges. So the panel of judges are independent and their decision is final. Well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let us move on to awarding the shortlisted authors. Let us now begin with the first shortlisted author, And the title of the novel is Zilam, the author Naveen Veeraratne. Please put your hands together and give him a round of applause. Let me also invite Seni Hisara Karyavasam for The Chameleon. Also Charulata Abesekara Tevatantri for The Stories. Sandali Handagama for Rao's Guide to Lime Pickling. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner in the Tamil language category for the Fairway National Literary Awards 2018 is Thottu Ponavarkal by Fernando Seeman Pathinathan. Please put your hands together and give him a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, the Best Publisher Award goes to Varam Printers. Starting with Musdin for Irette Kulia. We now move on to invite the next shortlisted author in the Tamil language category, and that is Navayani Yohendranathan for Idappadum Kotaikal. And the next shortlisted author to be awarded is Premarathne for Kattupol. And the final shortlisted author is AMS Velalagan for Panchiyadi Muniyaram Satta Kiraru. The winner of the Sinhala language category for the year 2018 in the Fairway National Literary Awards is Tharu, Visula, Raya by Aruna Premarathne. Ladies and gentlemen, the Best Publisher Award goes to Full Moon Books. And we now award the shortlisted authors. Let me now invite Padmini Ratna for Varana. Let me now invite Sepali Mayadunne for the novel Attani Kanu. Let me also invite P.B. Jahasekara for Balava Kandulu Ginigani. And the final shortlisted author is Sarangani Rasika Fernando for Deshadrohi Age Nirmala Hardaya.
इश्क से ऊपर कुछ नहीं कुछ नहीं कुछ इश्क बिना कुछ नहीं इश्क से ऊंचा कुछ नहीं इश्क से बढ़कर कुछ नहीं इश्क से अच्छा कुछ नहीं इश्क बिना कुछ नहीं चाहे जो आए लेके दिल में इश्क मोहब्बत सबको गले लगाना अपने कल्चर की है आदत स्वैग से करेंगे सबका स्वागत करेंगे सबका स्वागत मिलके चलता चल मसले करके हल बेहतर होगा कल ये सबसे कहते रहना रहना उनके दिल दिल ही है मंजिल मंजिल पे तुम्हें सबका है ये कहना कहना
Let me now invite the Deputy Chairman of the Fairway Holdings, Mr. Kavinder Dias Abesinger. Please put your hands together and give him a round of applause.
When you read a great book, you don't escape from life. You plunge deeper into it. There may be a superficial escape into different countries, mores, speech patterns, but what you're essentially doing is furthering your understanding of life's subtleties, paradoxes, joys, pains, and truths. Reading and life are not separate but symbiotic. Julian Barnes. Our honored chief guest, Professor J.B. Dissanayake, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Fairway Holdings, it is my pleasant duty to first thank our chief guest, Professor J.B. Dissanayake, for consenting to be the chief guest today and to give away the FNLA 2018 awards. Next, I would like to thank our panel of judges, our three different panels of judges, for all the hard work that you have put in to evaluate the entries this year. Listening to the citations, I was struck by the seriousness of purpose and the sense of conscience which you all put into this task. In particular, I would like to thank the Sinhala language panel of judges because the very high number of entries, 109, and the relatively short time available, it would have been absolutely no easy task. Next, while congratulating the winners and the shortlisted authors on their success, I would like to thank all the authors who sent in entries this year. Getting published in the first place is a tremendous achievement, and wish you all success in your continuing literary journeys. To the winners and the shortlisted authors, I hope that this will be a catalyst to greater glories to come for all of you. I would also like to thank the several publishers who have nurtured the authors and encouraged them to write and take part in the FNLA. We sincerely value your contribution towards encouraging creative writing in Sri Lanka.
It is a night of celebrating the very best in Sri Lankan literature. I've got Mr. Imal Fonseca here next to me, who is, of course, the Group CEO for Fairway Holdings. How are you doing this evening?
Very good, Ben. Thank you very much.
I just want to get your opinion on this. This is the fourth time you guys are doing this, the Fairway National Literary Awards. What made you guys get into something like this and recognizing such talent in our country when it comes to the world of literature?
See, you must understand that the end of a war in itself doesn't bring peace. The end of a war in itself doesn't bring development or prosperity. It's education and cultural education really that actually brings us prosperity. So as a company, we thought we need to invest in both getting the people to appreciate literature and the community to start actually taking active part in it by being part of the creative process themselves.
Now, is this something that Fairway Holdings holds true to themselves to branch out from their comfort zones and do other things as well? Is that something that you guys generally believe in?
We are very clearly focused on the fine arts, hence our investment in the Fairway Gold Literary Festival, the Fairway National Literary Awards, chamber music, etc. I mean, these are cultural activities which don't necessarily draw a lot of sponsors, not